Who is Ron DeSantis? The Republican Florida governor has not announced to run for the presidency, but few doubt he soon will. Here's a summary of some recently published articles about his governorship and his candidacy. Ron DeSantis is a Harvard-educated attorney and former Navy officer. He was elected to the House of Representatives from Florida in 2012 and narrowly elected governor 6 years later with Donald Trump's endorsement. As a congressman, he was part of the Freedom Caucus that supported changes to Social Security and Medicare, although he recently indicated he does not support any such changes. He achieved a 19-point victory in the 2022 governor's race. He is 44 years old, more than 30 years younger than Trump, his primary Republican rival for the presidency. Currently, his presidential campaign consists of a multi-state tour promoting a book about being Florida's governor. His book signings have been barred to overt Trump supporters. He will visit Iowa soon, site of the first Republican primary. He's also visiting other early primary states, such as California, and other blue states, contrasting their crime rates with Florida's, as well as their responses to COVID-19. And he presents himself as a combatant against what he calls the left's woke mind virus. He initiated legislation in Florida banning masks and vaccine mandates, and he describes liberals as neo-Marxist. He often gives speeches to law enforcement groups, and his speeches are frequently closed to the media. His media appearances currently are limited almost exclusively to Fox News. Trump has been running ads against DeSantis, who has not supported Trump's stolen election narrative and has disparaged DeSantis in speeches and on social media. DeSantis' response has been muted, declining to criticize Trump. DeSantis is supported by the anti-tax Club for Growth and some wealthy Republican donors who previously supported Trump, although some of them express frustration at having been given limited contact with him. DeSantis has recently been in a dispute with Disney, Florida's largest private employer, and which donated to DeSantis' gubernatorial campaign, regarding the terms of the agreement that attracted Disney to the state more than 50 years ago. DeSantis wrested control of the district where Disney World is located after the company criticized a law addressing K-3 school curriculum regarding gender identity and sexual orientation. Among the issues raised by the dispute is what role government should have in addressing the political expressions of private organizations, such as Disney. In the words of the Wall Street Journal, DeSantis has adopted, quote, a populist approach that embraces the power of government to change private behavior and culture, unquote. DeSantis has explained that taking actions against corporations is necessary due to their failure to stand up against liberal concerns regarding environmental, social, and corporate governance issues. Some potential Republican presidential candidates have criticized DeSantis' actions regarding private entities, and DeSantis has criticized those Republicans who disagree with him on these issues. The group now controlling the district in which Disney is located is dominated by conservatives. There are those who fear the group will use its authority to influence Disney operations, which conservatives have criticized as leaning increasingly liberal. DeSantis appears to be making the liberal versus conservative culture wars a primary focus of his presidential campaign. His concerns regarding gender identity issues extends also to college students, as Florida is now seeking information from universities regarding the gender identity services provided to their students. A proposed law would additionally affect services sought by all non-student adults. The law's scope extends in part to Medicaid, doctor's visits, and birth certificates. In another college-related culture war issue, DeSantis recently replaced the trustees of a small Florida liberal arts college for the purpose of making the college more conservative. DeSantis has also opposed school courses on African American studies. Florida is also considering requiring those who use the internet to express opinions regarding its higher state officials, such as the governor, to register with the state under penalty of law. The video you are watching would be subject to such a penalty. Other issues being considered in the Florida legislature under DeSantis' leadership include expanding gun rights, restricting diversity efforts at public universities, and expanding the ability to sue media outlets for defamation. DeSantis signed a law banning abortions after 15 weeks, and another that gerrymandered 2 formerly African American congressional districts out of existence. DeSantis' position on the Ukraine war is unclear, and he is currently trailing Trump in the polls by about 10 points. The battle between the 2 leading Republican candidates will not likely be one on policy, since both men share very similar political philosophies. The question rather is, do Republicans prefer a candidate with a fairly lengthy record of achieving conservative goals, namely DeSantis, or do they prefer a candidate who articulates populist and personal grievances and promises political retribution? Generally, DeSantis is carving out an image of providing a Trump agenda without Trump's drama and baggage. We hope you found this summary helpful. We will update it as more information becomes available. If you would like more videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.